Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to my channel, guys. Hope you're all doing well and doing great. Today we are back with another video and we're going to discuss about some major content and some minor content, and we're going to skip some of the content in this video. We're going to discuss it later. In this video, we're going to discuss about the three-part B. We have already discussed about the first three parts, but we have skipped that part in the previous video, so we're going to discuss it this one. We're going to skip this experiment in this video. We're going to discuss the point number 6, point number 7, and point number 8 and 9. Point number 8 and 9 is basically about the structure and function of xylem and phloem might be, and point number 7 is basically the position of vascular bundles in root, stem and leaf, and point number 6 is basically what is translocation, and point number 3 part B is basically how wilting occurs. As we have already discussed about that the transpiration is basically the loss of water vapor from leaf. And we have already discussed about that what factors that affect the rate of transpiration. So we need to know that how wilting occurs. Wilting is basically a process if more water evaporates. Like we said that the loss of water vapor from leaves is called as transpiration. But what if more water evaporate from the leaf? Let's suppose this is a plant. These are the leaves, this is the stem, and this is the root. If more water evaporate from the plant or from the leaves, and then the wilting occurs. As for example, in the soil contain water. This water will be absorbed by the roots, and the roots the xylem will transport that water to other part of the plant by osmosis from higher concentration to low concentration through selective permeable membrane. But what's gonna happen if there is excessive water or more water evaporate from the leaf, then through stomata, and then what's gonna happen? Then wilting occurs, and eventually or gradually plant will die. So hopefully this phenomena is clear. Wilting means मुरझा जाना. Plants जो हैं अगर excessive water evaporate होना शुरू हो जाए तो plant की death हो जाएगी. So the next content that we need to discuss about is about the translocation. As you can see, this is the structure of a plant, or this is the vegetative part, and this one is the reproductive part. So translocation is basically the transport of food. Plants also make food. We already discussed from the class 1 or from the beginning of the chapter, or from the start of the chapter, we have discussed that the plant prepare their food. Plants are autotrophs. They can prepare their own food by a process called as photosynthesis. But now the question is how plants prepare their food. Plants prepare their food or plant transport material from one part to another part, and that is called as translocation. And in simple words, we can say that the transport of food from source to sink is called as source is basically where the food is synthesized, and sink is basically where the food is stored. For example, in case of leaf prepare the food for the process basically called as we said that the photosynthesis, and photosynthesis is done by the leaves of a plant. So in this case, the leaves are source, and this once the leaf prepared the food, they're gonna transport that food to other organ of the plant like in the stem or in the root, and the food is stored in the roots as well in the form of starch. So the roots are sink. जहाँ पर फूड स्टोर होती है उसे हम सिंक कहते हैं, और जहाँ पर फूड बनती है उसे हम सोर्स कहते हैं. But it varies in summer season or in spring season. In summer, as we're gonna say that in summer the source is leaf or source or leaf, and in sink root is sink. But in spring season, sometime when there is no leaf on the plant, अगर किसी plant के ऊपर कोई leaf मौजूद ही ना हो तो उस result में फिर क्या होता है? उस result में roots going to prepare the food, and it will transport to other organ of the plant by the help of the phloem tissue. So root will be the source, and leaves will be the stem will be the sink. So depending upon the season, and like it, as I said, it varies. It varies from season to season. Like if in case of summer, the source is basically the leaf where food is synthesized, and sink is basically the root is basically the sink where food is stored. But in case of spring, when there is no leaf on the plant, then the roots synthesize the food, then root is source and considered as source, and leaf is considered as a sink. So hopefully this phenomena is clear to you that what is translocation. So as we have cleared that the translocation is basically the transport of the movement of sucrose and amino acids. This is basically the food. The food that is stored or made by the plant is basically in the form of sucrose and amino acid. Always remember. And phloem is basically the tissue that transport the food from one part, as the xylem transport water, and phloem basically are the tissues that transport food from one part of the plant to another part of the plant. So the movement of sucrose and amino acid in the phloem from part of a plant that produces and to part of the plant that store them. So the moment we can, in simple words, we can say that the transport of food from where it is stored to where it is synthesized to where it is stored, or the transport of food from source to sink. And source is basically the where the food is synthesized, and the food that is synthesized is in the form of sucrose and amino acid, sugar, sucrose, amino acid. So next thing is, that is a very simple question, that the position of vascular bundles. So let me show you through the diagram that the position of vascular bundles in case of root, as we already know that the star shape in the, here we go, that the star shape is basically the star shape, it is a star shape organ, and the many vascular bundle are the many xylem and phloem in case of stem, whereas in case of leaf there are also many vascular bundles. So in this shape, this type of structure is present basically. This is the root structure, root vascular bundle, in which vascular bundle consists of two types. One is called as xylem and one is called as phloem. And we have discussed that the xylem helps in the transport of water and phloem helps in the transport of food. This outer layer is called as epidermis. Then below the epidermis is basically the cortex, and above the epidermis is basically the root hairs. In case of root, there is root hairs, and in case of stem, there is no root hairs. So root hairs are also only present in the root structure. So, and below the epidermis is the cortex, and below the cortex is basically this layer, this internal layer is endodermis, and below the endodermis is basically vascular bundles are present, as you have already discussed about the pathway of the water, uptake of water from root hair to the part of the plant. So this internal structure is called as xylem, and the outer structure is called as, this star-shaped structure is called as the xylem, and outer structure is called as phloem. We can draw it like this. This is basically epidermis, then this is cortex, this empty portion is called as the cortex, and this layer is called as the endodermis. In endodermis there is the xylem, this inner part, and this outer part is called as the phloem. But in case of stem, and there are the many vascular bundle, the internal portion is called as the xylem and the outer portion is called as the phloem. But in case of leaf, there is opposite phenomena, that the outer portion is called as phloem and inner portion is called as xylem. Inner portion is called as inner portion is, in case of leaf, inner portion is called as phloem and outer portion is called as xylem. So here you're gonna see this inner portion is called as, yes, this inner portion is called as phloem and outer portion is called as xylem. But in case of root and stem, it is opposite. It is inner portion is xylem and outer is phloem, inner is xylem and outer is phloem. अंदर वाली साइड जो है वहाँ पर xylem मौजूद है पहले और फिर phloem है, लेकिन इस केस में opposite है, यहाँ पर पहले जो है वो phloem आता है और फिर जो है वो xylem है. So hopefully this point is also cleared. So the next point is basically identification हो गया and the function of xylem. So as we have already discussed about that the xylem help in the transport of water and mineral ions, and it provides support to the plant because it is made up of a pigment, and it contains a pigment that is basically called as lignin. If we're going to discuss about the structure of xylem, let me show you through the diagram. Here we're going to see. This is the xylem, and we can imagine, imagination is basically the theme of knowledge. If you wanted to learn anything, you have to imagine. So imagine that these hollow pipe, long and hollow pipe with no cross wall, is basically a xylem tissue, and this xylem tissue and the wall are basically thick, and they are deposited with the chemical, and that chemical is called as lignin, which provides support to the plant. Lignin basically strengthens the cell wall, and cell wall helps to cell wall provides support. It helps the plant prevent the plant from bursting. It provides shape to the plant. So how it provides shape to the plant or how it provides support to the plant? With the help of the lignin deposition. Lignin is a chemical. जैसे आप कोई भी मटेरियल लें और उसके अंदर देखें कि उस मटेरियल के अंदर क्या चीज भरी हुई है, तो इसी तरह जाइलम टिश्यू जो होते हैं वो हॉलो होते हैं. अगर इनका स्ट्रक्चर देखा जाए तो दे आर हॉलो विद नो क्रॉस वॉल, इनके अंदर कोई क्रॉस वॉल्स नहीं है. एंड सेकेंडली दे आर हैविंग द थिक वॉल्स, और इन थिक वॉल के अंदर डेपोजिशन होती है या फिलिंग होती है लिग्निन की कंपोनेंट की, विच इज कॉल्ड एज लिग्निन. So we're gonna discuss that the point of a lignin, that relate the function of the xylem. They are having the thick walls with the lignin. There's no need to basically detailed explanation of lignin, and no cell content. That means they are the dead cells. If there is any cell that is dead, then that is in the plant. There's the xylem vessels, whereas in case of animal, this is the red blood cells. So red blood cells gonna, when they mature, they are considered as, they're gonna die and they're gonna rebirth. Same is the case with the xylem. There's no cell content, like no mitochondria, no chloroplast, no such organelles are present. So we're gonna say no cell content. Cells are joined end to end with no cross wall and form a long continuous tube, and that tube is called as xylem tube. And lignin is deposited in it, so they are hollow as well. And the function of the lignin is basically to provide strength to the plant, and one more thing, they're unidirectional because the water only transport from root to the leaves. They're not, whereas the phloem is basically, phloem tissues are bidirectional. They transport food in the form of sucrose and amino acid from leaves to the root, and from roots to the leaf as well, depending upon the season of the plant. So hopefully this is clear to each and everything is clear. So the rest is basically clear. The battery of my PC is low, so we're gonna discuss it later. We have discussed all these points, that what happened in the winter season and what happened in the growing period. This is the point that during the spring, the storage organ is basically the root, and it can be the source, whereas the growing area of the plant would be the sink. Like once the plant is going to be mature during the summer season, the leaves are photosynthesized, so leaves are working as a source, and food is stored in the roots, so that is root are working as a sink in the form of starch, sucrose, and sucrose are as starch. So but in case of winter season, when the plants have no leaf, then the root is working as a source, and leaves are working as a, our stem is working as a sink. So hopefully this phenomena is clear, and I will catch you in the next video to discuss about the experiment about the potometer, and we're gonna discuss about some minor points that we have left. Like I guess we have left with the point number 4 only and 5 only. We're gonna discuss it in detail. It's a very short point, but we're gonna discuss it in the next video. So I will catch you in another video. Thank you so much for watching, and please keep sharing it with the Cambridge students and with the other O-level students. And thank you so much for watching. Allah Hafiz.